Morning guys, I hope you're great. My name is Level and this is ThroughEllesEyes. So I'm coming to you live and direct, all dukified from my humble abode. It's the 10th of March, it's Saturday, and I'm preparing to go to an event called Lead a Young Woman initiative that is brought to you by the Bravado movement. I was invited to be one of the keynote speakers and I'm so excited. It is 6:42 and I need to get ready. I've already bathed. I just need to prep and get out of here. I've prepped all my stuff, my bag, my everything that you can think of really. I just need to do my last touches before I head out and pick up my mentee. I really want to take her along so that you can be exposed to the kind of things that I do. So yeah, I'll check you guys on the flip side for the big reveal once I am done. And that's it, I'm done. I hope you like the makeup look that I'm rocking for today. It is 7:52. Hope you can see that. I'm not doing too well on time, but the event starts at 9, but I'm comfortable that we'll make it there on time. I'm about to go pick up my mentee and then I'll check you guys out and chat to you when I get to the event. Hey guys, so I haven't done this vlogging while driving thing in a while, so I feel a bit rusty. I'm en route to picking up my mentee, and I know I've mentioned it twice before, but I just wanted to give you like a back story on how I got a mentee. And if you may have watched my video on my 2018 vision board, one of the things that I outline in that entry is the point that I would like to mentor a young individual, and off the back of that, my friend, but before that, she had proposed that I look into joining an organization that calls on young professional women to mentor young girls. It's called Sapient Soweto. I know all of my activities are like centered around Soweto, but I think it's just me going back home because I am originally from the southeastern townships. But then I looked up, read up on it, got a lot of information, and once I was satisfied, I sent an email of inquiry. They followed up with me, and then I was invited to an introductory, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my GPS. Then I was invited to an introductory event in February, if not, I'm not too sure, but I think it was February. And then yeah, so I attended that event, and it was basically, they were inducting and putting us, unpacking what the program is all about, the program objectives and the vision and mission of Sapient Soweto. And then after that, we were basically brought into a classroom full of young girls and were told to introduce ourselves and what we do. I need to be honest guys, I feel like the black child is not exposed to a lot of occupations and industries besides your accountancy and STEM. STEM being science, technology, engineering and mathematics, and some of them, I would like to think, believe that if you're not in those industries, you may not end up doing well in your life, and they are forced, even if they're not passionate about it or good at it, to go into those spaces because lack of exposure, you know, if I may say so. But then we were told, okay, introduce yourselves. I was there and I was like, hi, my name is Mkhang, I do this and that and the other. And when everybody was done with their turn, these young girls were then encouraged to go to the people who impressed them. I thought the majority of us felt like, oh my gosh, this would be the greatest form of humiliation if no one comes to you, because it's like not being selected to be part of Timia Bat. You know, and when they feel sorry for you, they'll be like, you're the all saver. But anyway, this young, soft-spoken, very pretty young girl came up to me and said, hi ma'am, how are you? Oh, that melted my heart. She's respectful, she is driven, and you know, she's just cute, man. And then we spoke, and I just needed to determine if what she wanted to do, what is she studying, what are the points that she would like to improve on, what are her strengths, and so forth. And from there on, so that was basically our first engagement and our first interaction. And today will be the follow-up engagement, a meeting where we get to spend the day together. And I thought, hey, why don't I bring her along so that she can be exposed to the kind of things that I do, and it could basically encourage or motivate her to learn about a lot of things without being limited or confined into the four walls of a classrooms. But yeah, I look forward to spending the day with her, and hopefully maybe you guys will meet her. Otherwise, I'll gauge if she's comfortable with being in front of the camera. If not, you'll hear her voice every now and again in our engagements or interactions. But yeah, I'm very excited about paying it forward, and yeah, that's basically it. So I'm still en route to Munsieviille, picking her up, and then off we go there. So yeah, I'll check you guys once we finally reach our destination. Cheerio. So now, if you guys don't get along with your teachers, how are you going to get to university? These people like comment you guys on the website. They're talking in front. Think about that. Always think about that. You guys need to learn to pray. And there's a golden thread, and everybody has spoken such powerful words about believing in yourself, because the power of your tongue and your mind does a lot to what the universe will give you. There's a favorite quote that I wrote about when I finally got to share the news of me being a keynote speaker, is that when you want something so badly, the universe conspires to give it to you. So if you walk and you talk the talk, things will align together. You know, when the stars are aligned, things will just fall into place like that. But they don't understand that you've put in the grit and the hard work. But for me, education was the one way that I could get back at the people who said, well, then you can't. You come from next to nowhere, so surely you're going to amount to nothing. And then I said, well, actually, I'm not going to be a statistic, because the neighborhood that I was in, and I still am in, was drug infested. It had prostitutes, it had gangsterism. And I said, no way, no how am I going to be one of those who fell. I'm going to pick myself up and carry on. So the reason why I was asking, where do you want to see yourself, is that I heard a quote and it hit me hard, and I think it's going to be my mantra going forward. It says, do you have an idea of what hell is like? Does anybody have an idea what hell is like? Hell, you know, that fiery place that we also hear, it's like a mystical place, right? Where we are so afraid of going there because we want to do right, whatever stuff. But let me tell you what hell is. Hell on earth is meeting the person that you wanted to become. When you said, I'm going to drive that G63, 5 years or 10 years from now, you made that Pelonomi who might not be you, and they're driving that G63. We put out hell on earth is meeting that pilot when all the resources were put right in front of you, yet you failed to pick up all the clues along the way to make sure that you're a pilot. But then the same person who's your age, I'm not saying compare yourself, and they say, hi, my name is Lebkhana Mzankomo and I'm your pilot today. And then you think, I could have been in that cockpit. Even worse, you might not even ascend into that plane. How heartbreaking is that as a passenger? So I want to tell you now, you need to commit to your thoughts. Because the more you say negative things, you are committing already. It's easier to say things that you can't do than it is to say things that you're capable of doing. So I realized the power of my words when I finished my undergraduate studying journalism at the University of Johannesburg, and I was so sure that I'm going to be editor-in-chief, man. I was the next Kanilon. But the world will deal you a set of cards that you were never ready for. I spent a year without getting a job. And all the people who are so sure what they are, shame. She's unemployed. I had to humble myself and apply for the jobs that I never thought I'd do. I was very close to becoming a cleaner because I had a plan in mind. And I was like, I need to raise funds so that I can get into Wits University and do my postgraduate. I understand, my mother studied after me. And she said, Lebkham, you'll never understand the pain of having to fend for your children, take care of them, make sure that they're fully clothed, work, and still get back home to study. It's painful. So grab each and every opportunity that is presented to you right now with both hands and run. The power of words. In 2012, when I was introducing myself to the class of my classmates in the journalism group, and we were asked to introduce ourselves, and then they were like, hi, and you are, I didn't still speak the best English, because the words are like, come back, yes. And then I said, hi, my name is Lebkham Jankoma, and I'm a slashy. And they stood up and they were like, what?
Even I was shocked when you said that.
Yeah, girl, right? And then I carried on to explain. I was like, I do everything and anything because I wear different hats. And now I am a slasher. I'm a marketing and communication specialist. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a mentor. That young girl over there is my mentee. I pay it forward. I'm an entrepreneur. So while people are sleeping, I get onto my personal laptop and I work. So I'm a writer on the side and I make people's words because they can't bring their thoughts together. So I make beautiful magic with words. But then the potential is within you guys. You have so much. And it takes you, yes, you, to untap it. But I just want to leave you with a few words because I believe that you cannot leave the world without letting it know who the real you is. Dr. Miles Monroe said, you must decide if you are going to rock the world or bless it with rich, valuable, potent, untapped resources locked within you. It would be a disservice if you don't do the best that is within you. And I hope that today I touched at least one heart and you get to do amazing things as you walk out of that door because you need to walk in positivity and light. And I hope I've shared that with you. Thank you very much. So guys, you also have to come in. So I got invited by Lumka. Does this face look familiar? This young lady here, and I bumped into, finally met Kopano from Kopano the blog. I've spoken about her work quite a few times on my channel, but yeah guys, it was
I'm gonna stalk you now, so I'm gonna find those moments.
Guys, we have it on camera. We have it on camera. She says she's going to stalk me.
I'm gonna stalk you. I have been stalking you already.
So it's been a lovely day, but I'll check you guys on the flip side. I just wanted to let you know that look how I would. So guys, I'm finally done with the event that I was at, leaving Munsieviille. Got here safely. I couldn't do like a proper announcement of my arrival, but it was so awesome. I really enjoyed myself. And I'm very excited to have met Kopano. Lumka, obviously, she and I, we keep in touch quite a lot of the time. But these are the kind of projects that I really buy into, and I think it was definitely a Saturday well spent. And I'm gonna close it off here. If you really like this entry, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment if there's anything that sparked interest in you, and share, let people know what people in South Africa are doing. You know, what are the movements that you are part of and what are they doing? I would love to know about it. Let's plug one another and make sure that we pay it forward and help others along the way, because there's no point in keeping all this wealth of knowledge right here when we can pass it on to other people. And that's basically it from me. Thank you for watching. Love, Al.